Hi, I'm Andretta Schellinger, co-owner and lead researcher for Schellinger Research. And among the many services that we offer to both individuals and businesses and organizations is genealogy. And so that can mean either helping an individual with a genealogy project or actually doing a full genealogy project. With everything going on with COVID-19 and the stay-at-home orders, I decided to make a 5-part series about genealogy and the tricks and tips to really help you at home get the most out of a genealogy project. So have you decided that you wanted to do a genealogy project? It could be one side of your family or your entire ancestral family. There are a couple of things that need to be done before you get online and start researching your family. First, set your goal. This goal can and likely will change as you progress through the project, but it's important to have a goal of what you want to accomplish. Do you want to just try to go back as far as you can, or do you want to just do a certain part of your family? Or, in some cases, you want to make as broad of a tree as you can, adding all of your third cousins and really seeing how far and how spread out your family is. Often your goals will change, and that is okay. But to start off, it is essential to have some form of goal in your mind before you start researching. The next thing is to gather up everything you know about your family. If you have written family trees already by a family member who has created them, or in some cases, such as when I started my genealogy project, I had bits of paper and notes around my house with names, where they came from, birthdays, death dates, marriage dates. If possible, one way to do this is to call family members and ask about their grandparents and great-grandparents and ask whatever they know and write it down. This can and will help diminish false trails and spending time researching individuals that will end up not being part of your tree. There's been cases where you go and search for a John E. Smith and spend hours finding their family only to realize that your relative was John F. Smith. And this doesn't just happen to new genealogists, it can even happen to seasoned genealogists. So you have a goal, and you have all the information that you can get. So now what? Again, before you jump online, decide how you want to document your research. You can use notebooks, as genealogists have done for decades. You can use a computer-based program, or you can use one of the many websites that have been created to store family trees on. And in a later video, we'll talk about the benefits and pitfalls of each of those. But for right now, focus on what you're comfortable with. If you're not really comfortable with computer-based systems or the internet, start with writing it down. You can have a pad of paper right next to you as you're doing your research. So after you determine how you're going to write down your research, it is now time to venture onto the internet. But be careful though. There are some pitfalls that anyone can fall into, and we'll be discussing that in a later video. That is the end of this video. Our next video, I will discuss websites to use for your research, as well as websites to document your family tree if that is how you decide you want to. If you get stuck and need some help or realize that you really want the project completed but are unable to do it yourself, reach out to us at Schellinger Research with the contact information in the video information below. Until next time, happy researching.